Hello and Assalamualaikum to madam. We are from a group 3 and we're here for a present about our topic, which is women employees are protected at work, which is a woman equity. And and my name is Ideal. I will start with my introduction. Thank you. At work, women are safeguarded. The goal of the employment of women in the Employment Act of 1955, as stated in Part 7, is to protect the right of female employees. Furthermore, because this act was created especially for female employees, it is intended to safeguard them at work. The act does not demand equal compensation for equal effort, and it does not prevent discrimination against women in the workplace. Women's rights are principally addressed through the Act's provision and working hours and maternity benefits. It is clear that there is still bias against women in the workplace, and while some substantial change have been achieved, many more must be made to protect women's rights in the workplace. As a result, we will explore the requirement of the Part 7 Employment of Women Act and how they affect female employees in the workplace in this assignment. Next part is the Women Equity in Act. The Employment Act of 1955 also covers maternity leave for a period of 60 days. However, there are some requirements. Employees must have no more than 5 surviving children, regardless of age. Adopted and stepchildren are not eligible for care. During the 9 months preceding delivery, the employee must have worked for the company for at least 90 days and had to have worked for the company in the previous 4 months. A female employee must notify her employer of her pregnancy and the start date of her maternity leave within 60 days of starting her maternity leave. If she goes on maternity leave without informing her employer, her stipend may be suspended until she does. And if the employer grants permission and a physician confirm that the employee's condition is healthy, an employee will receive maternity leave but not maternity allowance, may return to work within 60 days. If a corporate policy or the term and condition of a service contract forbids a person from taking maternity leave, Section 37 and 43 of the Employment Act of 1955 apply. For my last explanation part, which is why women equity important in Employment Act. So, a gender equality occurs when persons of all genders have equal rights, responsibilities, and opportunities. Men, women, trans, and gender diverse persons, children, and households are all affected by gender inequality. It has an impact on people of all ages and walks of life. Gender equality is an absolute necessity. Gender equality contributes to the safety for women and girls. It is required for economic development. In communities that promote equality, men and women are treated equally. Gender equality is a universally accepted human right. Everyone benefits for gender equality. Because a job now leads to additional career prospects and higher earning potential tomorrow, the benefits accrue over time. Women and their families benefit from work in terms of social, health, and well-being. According to several research, having a job might help women live violent situations since it gives them financial freedom. It has the potential to bring financial stability, trust, and consequently safety. That's all for me. Thank you. Yeah, and I will pass to Nuri Shahiza. Thank you.
The second part is Section 34 Provision of Network. Women are not permitted to work night shift under any circumstances. The company's employer has no right to force their female employees to work more hours during night shift because Section 34 of the Employment Act 1955 protects the rights of working women in Malaysia from working at night. Employers are not permitted to recruit their female employees to work between the hours of 10 p.m. and 5 p.m. An employer cannot recruit their female employees to begin work for the day without first allowing them the rest for 11 consecutive hours. However, this provision only applies to industry or agricultural enterprise. Women are prohibited from working night shift for a variety of reasons, including their safety at work. We are all aware that our country chemical case rate is increasing by the day, and that the majority of the cases involve women right because of the night shift. Female employees are particularly vulnerable. That is why Section 34, the Employment Act of 1955, made it illegal for women to work at night, and this is just one of the reasons. Another example include providing adequate restroom and washing facility with separate water supply for female employees in order to ensure privacy. Next, Section 35 provision of underground work. The provision is intended to protect female employees. Underground work is dangerous and has numerous negative consequences for female employees. It can be stated that the economic process for underground work is increasing and benefiting the country economic sector. Malaysia current economic climate where underground mineral extraction is extremely rare. In terms of accomplishment in 2019, the World Bank Group Global Knowledge and Research Hub in Malaysia released a report titled Breaking Barriers Toward Promoting Created Economic Opportunities for Women in Malaysia, which was parodized by former Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail. In this page, it was mentioned how all women participate equally in terms for employment but split the majority of their unpaid work more than men. As a result, is it safe to say that Section 35 provision on underground is merely a writing law that cannot be fully relied on unless there are current circumstances that force it to be used with.
I will continue about maternity protection. Maternity coverage is essential for equal opportunity, healthcare, and treatment. The purpose is to help women workers manage their workloads at work and to minimize workplace discrimination based on women's reproductive function.
There are various applicable provisions in the case of maternity protections, including Section 37, length of eligible period and entitlement to maternity allowance, 38, payment of maternity allowance, 39, payment of allowance to nominee on death of female employee, and 42, restrictions dismissal of female employee after eligible period, and this applicable actually can aid in the protections of women's rights. We will talk about Section 32, 37 and 42.
The right to maternity leave, maternity allowance, and the eligibility period for the right to maternity leave are all covered under Section 37 of Employment Act. For each maternity leave, a female employee is entitled to at least 60 days of paid maternity leave and maternity pay from her company. Women in the private sector in Peninsular Malaysia are entitled to 60 days of paid leave and can request an additional 30 days with permission or 1,825 days or 5 years of unpaid leave for child care or breastfeeding. Depending on the industry, different categories of Malaysian employees have varying leave period.
Section 42 of Part 9 of Maternity Protection is one of the update legislation which specifies that female employee will not be fired during maternity leave unless the termination is due to employee's business closing. Furthermore, until a female employee has been absent from work for 90 days owing to an illness approved by a trained practitioner, the employer has not jurisdiction to terminate her.
Thank you, Najwa. So, the last part is conclusions. So, the conclusion about our main topic is family employees are well protected at work. The Employment Act of 1955 states as much, and it has 4 sources of sections or provisions. Employers have no legal authority to compel employees to perform things that are not covered by the Act, such as working late. That's all from me. Thank you.